Hey guys, Jody Holland here. Welcome to WhiteBoard Chats. Today we're going to talk about ethics and ethical decision making. And a lot of us think, man, I am absolutely ethical. I do everything by the book. But I want to take you through the 4 different components that we talk about in our Leadership Academy of the different aspects of how you're making decisions ethically. So here we go. Ethics is the topic. First one is absolute ethics. So when you think about absolute ethics, that means there is an absolute right and an absolute wrong, and there's no variation. It wouldn't matter what the circumstances were, what's going on, who you're with, or anything else. Right is right and wrong is wrong. And when you're in one of our classes, one of the questions that I typically ask is it wrong to lie? And most people go, yeah, it's definitely wrong to lie. And then I ask with the caveat, let's say that your wife or significant other comes in and they say, do I look fat in these jeans? Even if they did, there is no way I'm telling the truth and saying, yeah, babe, that's you. You don't look good in those. I'm always going to respond with, you look amazing, which my wife looks amazing at all times, just for the record, so nobody goes and tells her I was being mean. Second is legalistic. Now, when you look at legalistic ethics, this is a lot of what the government goes by. This says that if there is a law that says you can't do it, then it's wrong if you do it. But if the law says that you can do it, or you could interpret the law that says you can do it, then even if it's morally wrong, it's ethically right. And it's a really weird, fuzzy line when you start thinking about it from a legal standpoint, that wrong is wrong if the law says so. But the more laws we create, the more laws we have to live by, and the more the law becomes the standard instead of being guided by your values. Situational ethics are next. And I find that most people actually operate with situational ethics. Depending on the situation that they're in will determine whether it's right or it's wrong. As an example, is it wrong to speed? Well, the answer is yes. There's a law, legalistic, that says you can't speed, and if it's an absolute, speeding is wrong, then you shouldn't be doing that. But if you have some weird person kind of chasing you and you feel creeped out, you might speed away just to get away from that person. Or you're on some farm-to-market road and there's nobody anywhere in sight for 20 miles either direction, you might speed there. A lot of people will look at the situation that they're in and they'll determine, can I justify this? The one that scares me is when we get to the optional part. There are people that really don't believe that ethics apply to them. They think they're above the law or that they're above the ethical standards that other people should follow. When it's an option for you to operate ethically or unethically, you have this moral compass switch that you flip on when you're around the right people, or you flip off when you're in different situations. This is what's gotten so many people in trouble, particularly thinking like, go back to Enron and the scandal with them. They ended up cheating, lying, and stealing because in their situation, because they meant good, it was going to be fine. And then pretty soon, it didn't even matter if they meant good. It was fine because of the position that they were in. When you look at the ethical decisions that you make in business, I want to challenge you. The most that you can, come up with absolutes so that you don't have to second guess and you don't have to go, well, but what about, or maybe we could. Instead, be as absolute as you can. Particularly when it comes to the values of your business, operate with as many absolutes as you can so that you don't have to guess whether it's right or not right. It makes your decisions much easier and it makes you as a leader consistent. Thank you guys for joining me on this whiteboard chat. I'll see you on the next one.